Hi guys, Jasmine here to film a wrap up for the month of January. I almost forgot. I had a pretty good reading month. I got like 10 or like 11 books read in January. A couple of it was like some rereading, but I had like a very happy, I loved all the books that I got to read, so I was super excited about them. So I'm going to show you guys what I read, and then I'll show you guys what I've already started reading in February, and then we'll get there. So the first book I read in January was Infinity Glass by Myra McIntyre. It's the last book in the Hourglass series. And then I read Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. And then I read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. So I had a nice little Rainbow Rowell fun fest, and it was very nice. If you guys watched my last vlog, you saw all of those books for my to read. But if you didn't, then I'm just going to tell you anyways, okay? So then I read Unbreakable by Cami Garcia. And guys, this book was fabulous. Like it was ghost hunters meet teenagers and kissing, and it was super good. And then I read Just One Day by Gail Forman and Just One Year by Gail Forman. I really loved Just One Day, and I didn't love Just One Year as much as I expected to. I went into it with, I think, either too high of expectations, or I was expecting something else. I expected it to be different, and it wasn't really what I expected. And I feel like if I read it again without those expectations, I would really like it. But since I had those expectations when I read it, I didn't enjoy it as much as I could have. And then I read Perfect Ruin by Lauren DiStefano. And guys, this one was fabulous also, and I cannot wait for the next book. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I'm super excited. Lauren DiStefano is an amazing author, and I love her work. And then I reread Unspoken by Sarah Reese Brennan, and then I read Untold by Sarah Reese Brennan, and Untold just murdered my heart. It just tore it to pieces, and there was just nothing that I could do about it. It was hurtful. Okay, wait, let me move this. That's actually not all that I read in January. I reread the entire Die For Me series before I read for the first time If I Should Die. So I read Die For Me, Until I Die, and then I read If I Should Die. And those were the last books that I read, and I should have read this forever ago, and I didn't, and it was really sad, and it was the last book, and I wanted to know how it ended, so I just reread them all, and then I finally read this, and I really liked it. It was a really good ending. So, yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. So, excuse me. Okay. The first book that I read in February was Crash Into You by Katie McGarry, and I love this book. It was my favorite out of her whole series. All the books she's written, this is my favorite. I loved it. It was amazing. Oh, and I'm currently reading 359 by Gretchen McNeil. I just barely started it the other day. I'm that far into it, but I'm kind of excited. Most of this to read stack is just leftover arcs that I've had kind of laying around. TLA is coming up, and I definitely want to try and get as much books read and do something with them before TLA rolls around, because I'm going to be bringing in a lot of books. So a lot of these are just arcs that I just need to read. This one is Find Me by Bromley Bernard. One of my blogger friends is her assistant or whatever, so I had an extra copy of this, so I gave one of my copies away, and I'm going to read this. It sounds pretty cool. And then I have Burning by Elena K. Arnold. This is a gypsy story, and it's a contemporary, and I've never read a gypsy story before, so I think it would be kind of cool just to kind of see what it's like, and plus look at how pretty this is, and it's just an arc. I think it's super pretty. I'm excited. And then I have To Be Perfectly Honest by Sonia Sones. This is a big book, and I don't really know where this came from when I got it. I got it at a conference, obviously. It says it came out in August of 2013, so it wasn't that long ago, but this is a big book, and I don't really know what to expect, and I haven't seen a lot of reviews or anything for this, so I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. And then I have Where the Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. This book is incredibly popular, and I've heard so many good things, and I've wanted to read it actually for a really long time, and I never got the chance, but then I have a nice pretty copy. Look at how pretty this is, so I definitely want to read it. And plus, I'm pretty sure he lives in Texas, or he's a Texas author, so he's at, events, all the time. So it would be nice to get that signed at some point. And then I have the Book of Broken Hearts, Book of Broken Hearts by Sarah Ockler. It's another contemporary. Marissa already read this one. She really liked it, and I think it has a motorcycle in it or something cool. So I don't know. I think it looks cool. When the blog tour rolled around, I saw a lot of hype for it, and people had like raving reviews. So I'm excited. Plus, contemporary is always nice. You always need a little contemporary in your life. And the last book I have is Born of Illusion by Terry Brown. Like, I just think that this sounds really cool. Like, it's just like the concept sounds really interesting. It's like she's an illusionist, and I've never heard of that before. So I think that this just sounds super cool, and I hope that I get a chance to read it. So those are my plans. I'm kind of having a slow reading already. I've only read like 2 or 1 book this month, and I'm hoping to get there. Also, there's a lot of books that came out this past month, like in January. We had, where's my phone? I'll tell you guys what came out. And I haven't had a chance to buy any of them, and it really makes me want to cry because I really just want them all, but I'll get there. Okay. So we had, oh wait. And This Stale Blue came out, and Uninvited by Sophie Jordan came out, and Infinite came out, and Evershooter came out, and then the other day, Crest and Ignite Me came out, and I want Ignite Me so bad. Like, you have no idea. I just want to know how it ends, but I have to wait. Like, I have to hold myself off until I can go to the bookstore, and I have huge plans to go to the bookstore and spend all of my money. So I'm hoping to get there, but you guys should go pick them up, and if you guys haven't heard of any of those series, a lot of those are endings to a series. You guys should check them out and give those authors a little love because they're all amazing series, and let me know in the comments what you guys are planning on reading this month or what you guys are looking forward to, and keep an eye out for my reviews. And yeah, I'll see you guys next month.